Peace and power, peace and power. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people that struggle as you come on in. Know that this is a safe space. Know that this is a space for learning and getting learned up. Know that this is a space for educating and being educated. Know that this is a space for conversation, comments and concerns, questions and answers. This is a space for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Yes, this is your space. Space for kings and masters, queens. Space of integrity, of love. This is a space where we are working on the united path towards true liberation. As my classroom assistants, come on in, come on in, come on in. Please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration and throughout the class. Please keep all funding information. Hashtags, green screens, links, pals that pay, unions that Western, carrier pigeons, Morse code, sign language, whatever the sign is. All funding information in the chat. Throughout for the duration of class, we have war funded war effort. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, book an assessment. Book an assessment. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until they got you up against the gate. Don't wait until you get in that pink slip. Don't wait. Yeah, until you picking yourself up out of the ER. It's too late. Book an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need of a domestic violence intervention, please book an assessment. Stop cutting up in front of the kids. Cousins seeing you wilding out. Girlfriends trying to hide you and all that. It's too late. Book an assessment. Cut it out. If you or anybody you know is in need of an intimate relationship abuse consultation and counseling, please book an assessment. Learn the warning signs, the behaviors that should alarm you, characters and characteristics that should heighten your alertness. Listen, people, places, and events, okay? That man should have you fully aware. Remember, with the life you save, with the information, the life that you save, with the life and the information and the life that you save, it could be your own. Peace and power to the people. What's going on? What's going on? We got a lot to get to, And a limited amount of time to get to it because it's always ticking. Time always ticking. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Time is always ticking. However, we got peoples to tag. We got things to discuss. Y'all been hitting me for 2 or 3 days straight. So we gonna get to it. Somebody tag D-Wade. You tag him. Tag him. Get D-Wade in the building. Candy Boy. Pharrell Williams, Candy Boy. All the Candy Boys in the building. Bring them. Tell them they got to come to class. D-Ferg too. Come on, D-Ferg. Yeah, we got to come on to class. We got to see what's going on. Why are people participating in the agenda? Yeah. J-Rock. Come on, J-Rock. Come on, Compton. Come to class. Y'all got to get to class. Yeah, we need to find out what's going on with the going-ons. Come on, J-Rock. Cali, call them, tag them. Let's go. DC, Chocolate City. Yeah, y'all got to come to class, man. I love you, my family and all, but y'all got to come to class. Let's go. Come on, DC. We need to see what's going on. Ohio. Yeah, Lincoln. Yeah, Ohio, come to class. We got to see if y'all got the answers for black folk. Come on through. Come on through, Ohio. Yeah, y'all need to come. Claressa Shields. Yeah, come on through, lady. We got to see what's the matter with you and these Redbones. Come on through, yeah. Yeah, bring her to class. And while you're at it, somebody tag this pretty ugly girl. Yeah, the pretty ugly girl that says she got 7 kids and 4 baby daddies. Somebody tag her, tell her to come to class. She got some explaining to do. Come on through. Yeah, come on through. Yeah, we want to know what's good with you. Bring her to class. Okay, and last but definitely not least, Charleston White. Come on through the class, man. We got to really figure out what we going to do with Mr. White. Yeah, tell him to come to class. Yup, tag him. Yeah, tag him. While you at it, tag yourselves, boy. I see it's Saturday night. It's the 15th. Y'all feeling good? Y'all must be in here to feel good. You missed Fish Friday. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, y'all did. So let's go. Let's get to it. Let's see who's in class tonight. Terrell Williams is going on. Corey Grant. First 2 in class. What up? We see you. Lovely lady, what's going on? George Johnson, cool. Kang is in the building. Oh, Will. Peace. We see you. Ken Williams. April Brown. DC, get down. Come on, let's go. We gotta figure it out. April, what y'all doing out there? Shamalaw, peace, almighty. What's going on? Philip Boyd, the DC Tyrone. The backyardigan, what's going on? The Crustler, global hustler, cool, the bag of bones from Zurich, Switzerland is in the spot. MC extraordinaire. Yeah. Come on now, cool, what's going on? Joel, what up, Torres? What up? We see you. Tierra T. Green, the youngin' is here. Merklo is in here. Brown Girl, Professor Dre, Boston is in the spot. Uptown Dre. Willie Betha. Yeah, hey, what up? We see y'all. Andre Jones, what's going on? Yeah, Philippe Harris, what up, Felipe? Yeah, see Blaze the sniper. Let's get to it, sniper. Let's get to it. Yeah. Lou Banger. 55, Lou. 55. If you a custody for knowledge, you ain't been on your job. You must have went to rehab. 55, Lou Banger. Jonathan Kidd is in the spot. Mac J. St. Louis. Bam, Philly in the building. What up, Bam Woods? We see you. Chop. What up, Chop? Yeah. Charles White. What up? We see you. Nia Smiles is in the building. We see you, Nia. What up? Where them babies at, Nia? Where my family's at? Yeah. Daryl. What up, Daryl? Bernie, what up? Saul. 55, Saul, 55. Knife, peace, Knife. Molly, what up, Molly? D. Stu, salute. What's going on? Yeah, y'all up in there. Big Red, what up? Shaolin is up in here. Who? Shatis. Barely 55. 55, Atlanta. 55. Yeah. Bionic Prince, what's going on? Michael Hayes, what up? Marcy. Makeup artist extraordinaire. Get it. God dog it, we seen you running around over there at the Hefster's house. We see you. Salute. Pay homage, that's what you do. Charlie Fields, 55. Charlie, 55. Neef Buck, 55. Neef, 55. Yeah, Sierra Holmes, what's going on? I saw the interview. Yeah, Ty, what up? Sierra, what up? Y'all up in here deep tonight. Barbara, Will, Thrax, Pax, what up? We see you. Happy birthday. What's going on, mommy? You all up in here? Yeah, after that, yeah, we seen you all licking up for your born day. We saw you. Yeah, Mo Better, what up? ACM, huh? What kind of NYC uptown is your Harlem or is your Bronx? It's all uptown to me. Construction Site Media TV, what up? What's going on? Yeah, we see you unpopping the pillions. What's going on, y'all? Damn, y'all deep. John Michaels, we see you. Much appreciated. Be original. Peace. Eric Brown. Hood politics 55. Going on here. All these people trying to sneak up in class. Zine. Elliot, Kimmy, Canada. What's going on, Canada? We see you. There we go. G-Rock. Compton. We need that Compton up in here. Let's go. Up in here. PG, all right, what's going on? Well, Bill, talk about it. Let's get to it. Since we already got G-Rock in the spotty spot, let's get started because we have to have a real discussion on how we are moving. I keep telling y'all, we are in the second decade and a half of the new millennia. We in the thick of it. This is the future, damn it. We here. We been here. If you was born in the 60s and the 70s, this is the future. Remember, they kept telling us in the future, in the year 2000, 1999, it's over, it's done, 2000. We in the future, y'all. This is it. They told us it was gonna be a wrap. We here, right? We can't have the same strategies. We can't have the same tactics. We cannot have the same behaviors. How are we going to deal with our folks, with our men, with law enforcement, with our youth? We have to have a better way to go. We have to. Because everything y'all sent me for the last couple of days has us looking raggedy, old, dated, and out of touch. Okay? Everything has to deal with black folk. Everything has to deal with our men. Everything is dealing with law enforcement and us being on the wrong side of it. So let's get some new ways of being established. J-Rock, we taking it out to Cali first. I ain't even asking y'all who going first. We gonna go first. I'm telling y'all right now. J-Rock. So if you from Cali, y'all better understand that we need y'all to move differently out there. You have been the centerpiece of black resistance with the Black Panther parties. Okay? The centerpiece for showing people how destructive and how much power we can have utilizing weapons. So far, 2025, y'all came up with a bagel. A bagel. And y'all have to do better. J-Rock. J-Rock was arrested in Los Angeles yesterday, day before, really, March 14th, after police allegedly found a hammer in his car. Now, if you don't know who J-Rock is a Grammy winner. I don't want to say nominated. I'm going to say winner. I believe he won. Somebody that talented coming out, and I mean talented. Yeah. Boy can spit. Boy has the whole package. Okay? The longtime TDE rapper, whose real name is Johnny Reed McKenzie, was arrested early Thursday evening in Nickerson Gardens. Okay? Nickerson Gardens. Okay? Understand what that has meant, what that was represented as, what we know it as. It is no way that this should have went down right there, okay? No way. However, this is what we're dealing with. In Nickerson Gardens, a public housing complex in Watts. The LAPD said they originally stopped McKenzie for trespassing and drinking in public. Nickerson Gardens, Watts. How could he be trespassing in a housing project? I want y'all to let that marinate. Okay? When McKenzie ran from his vehicle, police caught up with him and detained him. It was too late. Too late. You see him struggling. Yo, what y'all doing? Yo, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. It's too late. Too late. I want you to understand. Grammy winner. I want you to understand. Really with the red. I want you to understand. Nickerson Gardens. Hemped up. Struggling. Yo, hold on. Wait a minute. Yo, hold on. Wait a minute. I'm J-Rock. Understand that now. I want y'all to know that people bled repping that community. Okay? They bled repping for that community. It was a stronghold. All right? Later, a hammer was allegedly found in McKenzie's car, and he was booked on felony possession of a firearm. A rep for McKenzie did not immediately return a request for comment. Jail records show McKenzie was booked Thursday, and as of writing on Friday, it was not clear if he had posted bond and been released from custody or if he was still waiting to be arraigned. Okay? J-Rock's March 13th arrest wasn't his first brush with the legal system. Back in 2009, he was detained over a connection with a clapping in his Watts neighborhood. He was later cleared. On top of that, the LA native had a near-fatal accident in 2016. He spent months recovering from the aftermath of a motorcycle crash that left his pelvis and legs shattered. Now, I want you to understand what this is, okay? When you saying Watts, we always think of the Watts riots. We think of rebelliousness. We think of solid. When we think of Watts in the 80s, we think of what? Most of us think of colors if you're of a certain age. And then we start to see documentaries. Then we start to recall the Rodney King riots. We start to recall and listen to music from back then that kind of came through. The culture, okay? And we heard of things that was only at that time transpiring out there. And when we heard of spots, right, like Watts and Compton, okay? We heard of spots like the Jungle, and we heard that police couldn't even go through there. Even today, when we see fictitious television shows of police activity in LA, and they still say, no, you can't go through there alone. We gotta come through there in a certain way. How could somebody as talented, as community orientated and repping be plucked out of the community with almost little to no disagreement of onlookers. We're talking about one of the best in his era out there, and he can be kidnapped from the community with not much of a ruckus and allegedly hit with gun charge. Now, I know for absolute fact that wearing what I'm wearing today, I couldn't go through there without a problem. I couldn't go through there and grab up J-Rock. I couldn't do it. Okay? How could these individuals do it? Answer me now. If I can't go through dressed like this, how can pigs go through there and do that? Matter of fact, what was he doing? I mean, we all always say, well, if you are from the community, if you made it, you should always be able to come back and give back to your community and be out there and be a shining example and a leader and a mentor to others. However, what this goes to show you is that, once again, we are not in control of the areas that we claim. Not at all. Not at all. I mean, this is one of the baddest of the bad in the community, right? We have to acknowledge that. And if you from Cali, you know you can drop in the chat whether I'm being truthful or not. Who could come into Watts, into Nickerson Gardens, and do anything to anybody out there? I'll wait. I'll give y'all a second to catch up. Because if I can't do it, if somebody from North Carolina can't do it, if somebody from Vermont or Massachusetts can't go out there and do it, how is it that LAPD could come through, charge a man for trespassing in his own community, in the community, that he is very much responsible for keeping a legacy alive? Yeah. Yeah, he's next. He was the one that kept it moving. I'm trying to figure out who was the first one that repped that in hip hop. It doesn't matter, because with gentrification, they getting ready to get them up out of here. Yeah. If y'all don't know, this is what's going on out in LA. Yeah. A lot of gentrification, a lot of those blocks, a lot of those areas, that was saturated, right, through the 80s and the 90s and the early 2000s, saturated in so much blood and gang war. Yeah, your ass is getting up out of there. The 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 80s, the east side, the west side. Yeah, that's getting ready to get, y'all getting up out of there. And I'm wondering what it's going to look like 10 years from now. People who have these blocks tatted up on them, people who really, for the last 20, 30, 40 years, been repping a little piece of space that they have no true control over. Why do it then? I'm trying to figure this out right now. Why be beholden to a flag, to a block, to a set? If at the end of it all, you come up with nothing. Come on now. Come on now. Because if it was really, really about something, and I'm sure that people throughout these years have sentiments, have true feeling, emotional attachments, because it's a belief. Let's not get it twisted. The belief is no different than Christians. The belief is no different than Jehovah's Witnesses. Well, now it's a lot different than Jehovah's Witnesses. Jehovah's Witnesses will go up in there strong in their beliefs and knock on them doors, and they don't care who come out. They don't care what set you claim. They're going to come and ask you, have you answered the knock today? They don't care if you red flag, blue flag, whatever. Them JWs is coming up in there. Yeah. Yeah, without a hammer. They're coming up in there, so gang belief ain't as strong as the JWs. That's that gang official. Yeah. Yeah, that watchtower, they official. Yeah, they back them gangs down. They knock on their door Sunday morning, Saturday afternoon. Hello? Have you answered the knock? So yeah, they ain't strong as them. But I guarantee you a belief is a belief. So if you believe in the flag, if you believe in the set, and you manifest that through the actions because of the codes and the value systems that is set, what happens when somebody comes and disturbs that, shakes it up, or in what's going on now in real time, build up around it and move you up out of it? They don't have to physically move you, because that's not what they're doing, even though they physically removed J-Rock. Okay? Yeah, physically moved. The cuffs on them. Hey, wait a minute. Yo, hold up, man. And all that people could do who were witnessing was, what'd he do? He ain't doing nothing. What'd he do? To no avail. Back up, man. Back up. Back up. Kidnapped him right up off the set. So if that can happen in real time, what are we holding on to? Truly, I'm asking y'all, what are y'all holding on to as you're getting priced out of these neighborhoods because of, since the upper class and the rich of Hollywood have been burnt out, purposefully burnt out of the hills, and they're coming down. They need cheap rental space. Yeah. It's not, it happens in Brooklyn. Y'all not alone, okay? You're not alone in this. This is a national epidemic. All it is shifting around bodies, taking up space. So I'm saying that to say if you're powerless against this institution of capitalism and their cronies, law enforcement, why would y'all still claim that? Now I can see if you was pulling some resources off of these blocks, because of the reign of terror that you had, the fear that you established among those around you, and you were able through that fear and sort of wayward respect, had established something in these communities that meant something. right? Maybe gardens, right? Maybe dig up some of that concrete. Maybe utilize some of them backyards and had something where you were feeding the community, right? Or really manifest what you were saying when y'all said that we are here. The gangs protect the community, right? If that was true, maybe you wouldn't be able to be handled the way they're handling some of the most prominent members. I'm trying to figure out why is this still rampant? Why are we still engaged in it to the degree that y'all still clapping each other? To the degree of, you know, people being unalive. People from the East Coast, rappers, athletes, you know what I'm saying? All these individuals who have been victims of gang violence, victims of these sets. Why are we still holding on to that? I'm asking you melanated men out there. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. So, again, if they can come and pluck this Grammy winner, intelligent too, I don't want y'all to believe that he's just on some red banging. No, listen to this man. Listen to him. But at what point do those words, at what point do the others get to benefit from some of the intelligence when, in retrospect, you might have been a little tipsy out there and they came for you and they threw a gun on you? But this is, again, not him. This may have happened to just him right there, and they publicize it because of who he is, but I guarantee you at least 1,000 black men nationwide was locked up for that exact same charge on that exact same day, because that is our story. Why? Because we have idle time to bullshit and play because we're not building a true army and not putting our theories into practice. So you got black men that's still gonna waste their time twiddling their thumbs, drinking wine, talking shit in the hood, not paying attention that the others are coming and they want it. Now that's an early aim of the class, but by the time we finish tonight, you're gonna see there's going to be no shielding of what's going on when it comes to our men. It's gonna be right in your face, right in front of you, and you're gonna have to question it. We have to question it. So now we're looking at J-Rock, intelligent, member of an organization, representing a specific age group, plucked out of the community and arrested just like a common individual, like he's a nobody. Okay? Now, in that same space, we're gonna go from Watts, California, and we're gonna trek all the way over to Washington, D.C., the nation capital, Chocolate City. Here we go again. Authorities are searching for a man accused of assaulting Metropolitan Police Department officer in Southeast D.C. on Tuesday afternoon. J-Rock, no police was harmed. Okay? Washington, D.C., another viral video of black men in police contact because somebody was being plucked out of the community. Let's go DC officer assaulted. Here's the story. According to the police department, the incident occurred around 3:59 p.m. on March 11th when officers from the 7th District Special Missions Unit approached a man consuming marijuana in public in the 2600 block of Bernie Place Southeast. While interacting with the individual, multiple suspects allegedly assaulted the officers, and it went viral. Why did it go viral? Well, they didn't. Okay, listen up. The police didn't explain to the crowd, no matter how small, why they were detaining this individual and pulling him away. Onlookers got agitated. Okay? It popped off. They got a little handsy with the young man. Others got tight. Let's go. 4 men have been arrested in connection with the incident and appeared in DC Superior Court on Wednesday. However, police are still looking for one suspect who was captured on surveillance footage wearing a black hoodie. Why? Oh, because the individual ran into the crowd. Hit a white shirt. Buckled him. Now he reaching. Hold, wait a minute. Let me get my shit together. Fisticuffs. Took the pepper spray. Let's go see what they saying officially. Video of the altercation shared on social media appears to show an individual approaching an officer from the side and assaulting him. Officers were seen using a handheld spray deterrent during the confrontation with multiple individuals. Because now they're getting it on with police. DC police are asking for the public's help in identifying the suspect and are offering a reward of up to $1,000 for information leading to arrest. Now, same situation. Not a famous rap dude, just a regular community person who happened to have some people around him that was with it. This is what we always say now, right? If we stick together, solid, the abuse can't take place. So now J-Rock was picked up off of the streets of Watts, put in a police car. Anything could have happened at that point. What did happen? They charged him for a firearm, which we don't know if he had or not. But we do know what happens once you get arrested and you get up in the system. Funny business. So these individuals in DC, even though a bit late, when you watch the video, the young man is already cuffed. When you already cuffed, it's too late. Now y'all flipping after the fact. You really flipped when they pushed him in the police car. It's too late. But y'all got y'all little thing off. Don't get it twisted. Y'all did y'all little one too. However, once police got their shit together, converged, we see not only did that young man, but 4 others was arrested. And now they're looking for the 5th, who dropped the police. Yeah, dropped him. Yeah, because he had on them funny shoes. He wasn't in shape. And he got dropped. Okay? Homie picked it up. They spraying pepper spray. He sprayed and they stuff back. It was a whole lot. DC. However, DC always got down like that. I can remember my family telling me they was getting busy like that in the 70s and 80s. And, you know, no surprise. But, again, black men seemingly doing nothing in police contact. J-Rock, trespassing, drinking. This young individual in DC, smoking, allegedly, some tweeds. Again, Wasn't saying they were doing community work. Wasn't saying that they were mentoring children. Weren't saying that they were helping elders. Adult men seemingly not doing anything in the community, attacked by police. Which is why I always say that there has to be construction, something constructively being done at all times when we are Black men in our communities. What are we doing? What are we doing? If we're not doing anything while we're outside, why? Why? And y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't hit me where we could have been going to the store, we could have been doing it. No, I'm telling you because I am in the streets. And I see groups of 10 here, groups of 20 there, groups of 8 here, not doing nothing. Okay? Y'all can talk that bullshit to somebody else, not to me. I walk up into groups, I listen to groups, they're not talking about shit. Not talking about revolution, not talking about liberation, basically not doing anything, as if we have all the time in the world to be standing around lollygagging like we've been doing. Okay? Police contact Black men. Watts. Okay? Watts. DC. Okay? Now the next video y'all gave me. Ohio. Okay? Now everybody got hyped and charged and ready because they're showing you this group in Ohio. What is it, Lincoln? Is it just Lincoln, Ohio, or is it Lincoln Park? Let me know. Make sure y'all, I'm correct in what I'm giving out here. I know it's Lincoln, all right? Lincoln, Ohio, okay? We are seeing an armed group protecting the community. Now, I want y'all to know something. This group has been out there for a while. This isn't no, as they're reporting, response to these neo-Nazi, these racist groups that came out there a couple of weeks ago, tried to hold a rally. I told y'all, if y'all think that all of a sudden Black people were coming out of their houses armed up, gripped up, and backed them down and took their flags and burned their flags, that just happened? No. Okay? No. This group has been out there for a minute. For a minute. And again, I haven't done research on it, but I'm sure this is a group that has been active ever since NFAC, right? I'm sure that because they're close to Cincinnati. So this isn't just a bunch of citizens that just picked up their hammers, came outside because they heard. No. And when you do the history on the town, this is a town that has been recognized as a safety haven for Blacks. Okay? This is what is known as. So this isn't just something that happened, in response to that. However, everybody's hyped. We're seeing films of sisters masked up, armed up, walking kids, crossing the street, helping elders, securing perimeters, okay? Ready to back down anything and anybody that's not supposed to be in the hood. And there's been reports that they're running up on V's in the street at certain malls and, commercial spaces, armed up, gripped up, and getting into confrontation with white folk. Okay? Now, We cannot charge them the way we may be charging J-Rock and them in Cali. Yeah. The blue dudes in Cali too, we can't act like that, you know. Yeah. We talking about them too. We cannot charge them with just being out and about and not doing anything, because these people here in Ohio seem to be very active in protecting the community. It's Lincoln Heights. Thank you, Jean. Yeah, Lincoln Heights. I knew it wasn't Lincoln Park. Lincoln Heights. Thank you. Okay? Now, this is what we're seeing. People are saying, yeah, we need a group like the Panthers. We need... Okay. This is what they're doing. And I'm posing a question. Is this what we need nationally in 2025 moving forward? Okay? Because with this notoriety, with this media coverage, with them saying that this is in response to white nationalists, to Aryans, to racists that were coming through, specifically the Klan, right? Because, again, media tried to downplay when that group came through there and said they wasn't threatening anybody, that they were just coming to march through. However, within that same week, the Klan did come through there and try to hand out paraphernalia. So again, with this notoriety on this section of Ohio, is this what's needed? Because soon, very soon, there's going to be repercussion. Is this group funded, politically safe, and ready to do what's necessary when that comes? Okay? Because I always tell y'all, it's more than just arms. So we don't know. We haven't spoken to anybody. We don't know what is the value system. What are they teaching the community? What are they teaching their members? How is it going to be secure? We already, have, through my research, judges out there that already are saying that, hold up, y'all got to put the brakes on that activity. Y'all not the law. Okay? So I'm asking y'all, just from what y'all seen, is this something that you believe is needed nationwide? Because just from people witnessing it and watching it on social media, I guarantee you that there are going to be copycats all around the nation, except NYC. I'm gonna let y'all know that now. That shit don't fly. Yeah. That don't fly up here. Okay? Molly, much appreciation for funding the war effort. I want y'all to know that right now. That's not gonna fly in New York City. It's not. It's not. Okay? So, we have to understand there's more to it than just that. Okay? You activated people, you perked up. Oh, that's what they doing out there. Okay. So I just want y'all to understand that, because it encourages thought. We're thinking about it. We're seeing. We're like, yeah, okay, yeah, that's what they're supposed to do. Yeah, that's right. Walk your kids to school. Yeah, that's right. Protect the children. Yeah, that's right. Make sure the community is safe from harm, from white folk. I want to see what kind of protection that they have when it comes to black folk. when it comes from people who are not necessarily going to tell you who they are. I want to know exactly how this is put together, as others should, before you start the copycatting. Okay? Yeah. So Columbus, Ohio, before y'all start, you need to have PE, political education classes. You'll need to really get into it because, again, you're making your presence known and there are unforeseen enemies. So, again, let's keep an eye on this now. Okay? Let's keep an eye on all of this activity that's going on. Gang members in Cali getting priced out. Hoods, blocks, parks that they banged for, that they bled for, that they bled others for, that they got written in permanent ink on their arms and on their faces and on their necks, are now becoming Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Yeah. Soon some of those most notorious hoods, those most notorious sets, is going to look like Disneyland. So I hope you still rep it. Okay? Because now it's only going to be stored up here in your mind. Just like in New York, I could take you to blocks that were bona fide crack blocks. 2 and 3 crack houses on a block. You couldn't walk through there. Now, you see Carol and Becky and Amy with little T-dogs in shorts walking through. Yeah, that's how they do. Okay? So, we seen that, right? We looking at Ohio, we see DC. All right? Okay? So you can see that there's a resistance building up. Our people are tired, they're frustrated. However, they don't know how to articulate themselves politically. They don't know how to express themselves in a space that where true liberation can take place, because that takes a different teaching, a different speaking. Okay? Robert Barrett, much appreciation for funding the war effort. Okay? What? I can't afford to live in my small Ohio town. Man, what? One street was named Hand Crack instead of Hancock is now $1,300 rent area. Yeah, that's what's happening. I'm hearing the blocks in Cali. I'm hearing them they pricing them out. Them shit is $2,300, $2,400 a month, and that's out there where they wasn't paying half of that, but pricing you out. Y'all up out of here. Why? Because there was no ownership. No ownership. Mind you, I keep telling y'all, there is no ownership if you're not part of the 1%. Because them people in Hollywood thought they owned that, and they just got burnt out. Now that's eminent domain. So, you can't. But y'all believe in capitalism and its capitalism system, even though capitalism is failing. That's where the real frustration is coming from, because subconsciously you're understanding that it's failing because there's a lack of resource. And in the lack of resource, they shift policies around. Things that we once believed in no longer is true. So of course, if Master is uncertain and scared, of course everybody up under him is nervous and scared. But Master knows the language. He knows how to articulate his fears. So he goes and gets mental help and makes sure that he's in the loop with other masters. Those who aren't, they just suffer. They just suffer. Okay? So we are clear, right? That there is reactionary revolution moving. Okay? Reactionary revolution. Because people are nervous, they're angry, priced out of everything. Priced out of eggs. Priced out of their favorite soda. Yeah, you priced out of everything. Right? Shit was sweet during the pandemic, right? When nobody was outside and prices was, everything was cheap. Yeah. Yeah, and they had you on that little stimulus, EBT, and people getting what? $3,000 a month. Y'all going now and getting crab legs and all type of shit, and PP loads, and yeah, it was good, wasn't it? Not so much no more. Yeah. Remember when gas dropped down to $1.98? Yeah, shit is $4 now, so it ain't good no more. So now people panicking. Oh shit. Right? Reactionary, revolutionary, emotionalism. So now you mad at the police, mad at the system, but haven't researched and studied enough to articulate it, to speak it. No. So now you're just acting up. J-Rock with a hammer, allegedly. DC people fighting back. Ohio. Not necessarily going at police. Lincoln Heights is establishing its position as black folks that are not going to take threats laying down. But you've alerted people. So I want y'all to understand the repercussion in that. Dig. Now in that, you can see men not fully conscious, not fully aware of what they're doing or how they present themselves, but you see them. The ones in cuffs, we're used to seeing that. They're getting taken out of our hood. We lived through the trauma of that. We just showed y'all in New York what happened with the CO strike. And men who have been taken from our community, kidnapped from our community for whatever reason, unalived in there. So we know the trauma of seeing somebody in cuffs may not make it out of the justice system. Just like we remember through the trauma, emotional, generational trauma of men getting plucked off out of the plantations, plucked out of the barns, plucked out of the fields, and then we see them hanging on a tree. It's the same trauma. It's the same effect. We know what handcuffs on a person getting put in the police car. We know the end results of that sometime. We knew the end results of somebody getting picked up out of that cotton field in the trees and a mob of white folk. This is trauma. We understand that. Okay? So we know what rebellious black men look like without a plan, without organization. We see that. Now, what we're also seeing is this new age era of buck breaking, this new age era, this agenda of making candy boys. So we're witnessing candy boys, right? Being created every day. Yeah, you know them candy boys. Sweet as Twizzlers and Skittles. Yeah. Y'all know, y'all see them. So we have to talk about that. Why? Because in that space, there is also the image of our men. The image of our men being presented as little Ophé girls. Yeah. See, now there is the problem. There is a major malfunction when you take somebody who has been strong energetic, able to pick bales of cotton, chop down 80 trees, get gold medals at Olympics, somebody big, powerful, strong, Jack Johnson's type, and present them as little fairies, as little old girls in bell-bottom jeans and purses and nail polish, and not code switching to sound like white men, but code switching to sound like passive little preteen white girls, because that's what we're watching now. I don't know if you watch Channel 7 News and you see the Mike Muse dude, or you see some of these other dark melanated men presenting themselves like little chicks and and cheesing and smiling and very light and pleasant in the eyes, non-threatening, which is why you see them on there on a regular basis. That's a different type of code switch. So we get to the video that people were sending me of D Wade, and we already knew what was going on because he's been in class a couple of times. So we know the allegations of Gabrielle Union pegging him. We know that. Yeah, we know that. Yeah. Displacing her trauma as a SA victim onto him. Yeah, we know that. Yeah. Because you just don't leave a space where it's highly, alpha, and you just go in that direction without no type of physical trauma. You just all good with, painting your nails and allowing your child to move as such. Something happened to you. We know that. So this video now is of him again on a nationally syndicated news segment with gestures that are not even questionable, consistently putting his hand up. Consistently breaking his wrist and using terms or saying statements calling his wife. Well, I said, oh, do you, boo-boo? Really? This dark the universe don't lie. When somebody is this dark, you know what the expectation of the universe had for you as a man? And you gonna refer to your wife as do you, boo-boo? What? In front of an Ofe woman. So she gets to watch and see, damn, he sounds like my daughter. They did a good job breaking this nigga. Yeah. Do you, boo-boo? Is how you addressed your wife when she was very, very vulnerable to you, because she said y'all had to go 50-50, and there were times, and she said there were times where I needed him to go 90-10 because I was, in a bad space. And as he's saying that, and as this video of him sitting across from a white woman, and she's listening, and she's, oh, wow, she's engaged, she's in it. Oh, really? I felt like that. That a white woman can look at a black man and say that she felt like that? Really? That she can see you and identify with your emotions. Really? in front of the nation. Okay? So if they don't look at us as criminals, if they're not seeing us taken away in cuffs, if they're not seeing us unalive each other in gang wars, they're looking at us broken with painted nails, purses, and telling our wives, "Do you, boo-boo?" Really? Yeah, I guess that's why him and LeBron were so tight. I guess that's why they were such good friends. Maybe LeBron wasn't the only one at the Diddy parties. Maybe Gabrielle might have laced D Wade up with some extra Hollywood executive producer types. I'm saying. Yeah, we're going to get ghetto tonight. Yes, we are. That's what we're going to do. Okay? I want y'all to get the picture so you can understand our plight. After that, now send me a video of Lil Nas X. Yeah, y'all did. With Pharrell on the beat. God damn it. And he was in the signature color as our brother down the dial, For No Fame. Let's shout For No Fame out. Says pink is the signal. Yeah. Right? That's what it is. That video was all pink. And we already know what Lil Nas X is about. And this time he was a pink Power Ranger. Or a pink Transformer. He made sure he put on a pink Transformer suit because he's ready to transform. And the next scene, he had the same blue jeans that Kendrick Lamar and Pharrell consistently are wearing. You know, the Pam Grier, Christy Love specials. Hot pants. Okay? And y'all sending me that, and I'm like, damn, when is this gonna stop? Pharrell on the beat with a Lil Nas X song. It doesn't get any more affirming than that. Yeah. Country Western Lil Nas X with weirdo Pharrell on the beat, and the lyrics, hold on, this is the lyrics. Yeah, we gonna pull up in a black Benz, taking all the ends. We gonna pop a couple of poppers, pop a couple jiggers, while they paparazzi popping our pictures. I got my bitches in the back. He keep looking at me. I'ma make that boy a whole eater. I'ma F his friend too, baby. I'm a whole cheater. This is a grown-ass man on a Pharrell beat. This is what he talking about. More D, more coin. This is what it is. And to amplify it, he says, I mean, do he got a song with Draft Punk? I mean, do he hit the club and his song come on? Do he rock a 30-inch weave? This is the lyrics to a Pharrell beat. Lil Nas X. This is the picture you want us to see this week with D Wade calling his wife boo-boo. Mind you, D-Wade, extra dark melanated black man. Lil Nas X, extra melanated dark man. Candy boys now. May have always been. Candy boys. Okay? Get the picture of what the world is being shown of black men. All right? Okay. I want y'all to understand that. I want y'all to understand that. In institutions that are ran by old fays, bankers and bagelmeisters, this is what our black women have to see. This is what our little kids have to see. So there's not any confusion to what I'm saying. That, yeah, you really need to get your act together. Because you're going to get slaughtered. All right? Now, not only did I have to witness that, but also on a Disney-owned network, ABC 7 to be specific, we got ASAP Ferg. No, not ASAP no more, just Ferg. And if he didn't want people to know that he was essayed as a child, if that information didn't get out last November to the spaces that I guess they wanted it to be, you know, they want them to victimize black men before they allow them to become successful at the next level. So in his admission to being essayed as a kid, I guess it didn't hit enough ears. So he got to do another interview about his upcoming album and his new song that's coming out. All right? Yeah. People have to know that as a youngin', somebody got his grippers. Now, it really means nothing. We know essays happen. We know essays happen to young people in our communities, in our families. We know essays happen to little girls and to little boys. But if that is your calling card, if that's who you are and that's who you want the world to know who you are, who you've been, why not do it in the beginning? See, when you're doing it in the beginning, it's not a clout chase. That's just who you are, if that's your story. But there was a story very different from him. He was thugging, he was in the streets. He created a lane where street people believe, that's what you about. Yeah, we with that. And had a whole bunch of youngins following them. Because that's what they do. They put on a mask. They portray a role. And then, in order to maintain that space in the industry, the Grippergate stuff gotta come out. So you gotta have a story from somewhere. Something had to happen. You have to be a victim, black man. You can't be running through here unscathed. Either you were a victim then, or we're gonna make you a victim now. There'll be no successful in our spaces black men. No. So what happened to you? Well, Ferg has revealed that he was once SA'd as a child by an older man in his neighborhood. An incident the rapper detailed on his new studio album, Dark. According to the song Pool, the Harlem native was emmed at 9 years old while at a local swimming pool, an experience that left Ferg feeling weird and led to him contemplating about unaliving the offender. Now, this ain't new. He said it in November, but it might not have hit enough ears. So now that he got the new studio album out, and now that he's softened up in his face, and now that he's no longer part of that street aesthetic, I gotta let it be known that I was touched too. Okay? Let's continue. Ferg recently added context to the lyrics on the track during a recent appearance on The Breakfast Club, remembering the violation occurring suddenly and in a public space. Okay? Now, I'm quite confused because one thing I do know of him, I know who his father is. I know who his pops was. I know that from what history says that his pops wasn't a dude to be played with. Okay? His pops was the one who designed the logo for Uptown Records, put the cat in the sneakers and all that. His father ran around with the puffster. So I'm trying to think, somebody, as I know Harlem, if you got any type of reputation, if you getting any type of money, if you on the streets, if they know your name and you ringing, your kids is safe. People know who your kids are. They know you. Right? So how and why would somebody come up and grab Lil Ferg all in his grippers in the swimming pool in public? That's the question I got. Like, really? This really? That's what happened? Okay. Okay. The rapper says he first told an older cousin about the incident before later revealing the encounter to his mother while the pair was attending a premiere of the 2009 film Precious, which also tackled the topic of child molestation. So now I'm saying, hold up, wait a minute. You told an older cousin, nobody hit his pops? Now, if it's a time situation and a timeline, and I don't know if his pops was gone or whatever, but you told an older cousin, y'all got a name. Ferg explained his reasoning behind going public on the matter, as he feels his transparency will help lessen the stigma around essays of males and cause others to confront the matter. On Pool, he recounts the experience of being molested in vivid detail, including the physical and emotional toll it took on him in that moment and later on in life. The lyrics, at 10, I was drowned and touched when I was in the pool. All the breath left my body where I couldn't move. Violated, hands on my private by a bigger dude. Why we knowing now? Because again, if it was that, when and why you didn't speak on that early on? See, this is 2025. Let's go back a few years. August 23rd, 2017. ASAP Ferg addresses ASAP Bari SA allegations. We don't condone that behavior. ASAP Ferg spoke out about the recent SA allegations against ASAP Bari in an interview on The Breakfast Club. It's just a effed up thing, he continued. I don't condone that shit. I was raised by a bunch of females, my mom, and everything like that. I wouldn't want to see that happen with nobody in my household or anybody I know. He's not the known face. It's me, it's Rocky, it's 12y. All of the rappers, Ferg said. All right, now this is 2017. ASAP Ferg spoke out about the recent SA assault allegations against ASAP Mob's ASAP Bari. He still part of ASAP Mob, but we had to kind of sit him down for a second. You know what I'm saying? He said, we don't condone that kind of behavior. So why in 2017 you didn't say we don't condone that type of behavior? I know about that type of behavior because I was essayed. That was your perfect opportunity, right? That was your perfect opportunity almost 8 years ago. Somebody made allegations against somebody in your clique. You was on a public format, a public platform, speaking about your dislike of it, not condoning it, but not living and expressing your truth. That was it right there. I know what it's like. I've been a victim. What? What happened? Why now, in 2025, when everybody is some type of victim? And because you are a victim, you are rewarded. You're given gifts. You're given prizes. You're able to come to the party. You're able to keep going to the brunches. You're able to stay in these sets where you're able to get resources. Why not? Okay, so again, I'm a little suspect. But what do we know, right? We don't know much. I'm just saying, if it's truth and you're expressing truth, what happened? No, seriously, what happened? Why you didn't say that in 2017? Why you wait till now with a new album, new project, right? Just like Flash on the 5 Heartbeats. At the ideal time, you say, that's why it's so sad when I have to say today that I'm leaving the group. Yeah, I'm leaving the group. Check out my new album, Flash. It's so hard at the top. Coming out next week. That's what it sounds like to me. Yeah, they grabbed on my grippers at the pool. Let me make a song about it. No, all seriousness. If that's you, that's you. You wait till now to be extra reflective and extra smooth and extra articulate now? You didn't come through the door like that. Black man. Okay? So we dealt with all of the candy boys. The D-Wade, talking about do you boo-boo to your wife. While understanding that your son could wear panties and dresses because he's only expressing himself the way you expressed yourself back in Chicago, putting on your sister's panties and dresses, right? Okay, it's Candy Boys. We dealt with Lil Nas X with the Pharrell beat and the Kendrick jeans, okay? And then with that, I want y'all to picture the black men. We dealing with J-Rock going to jail, the people in D.C. going to jail, right? The Ohio residents protecting themselves. Got to keep our eye out because repercussions is going to come. Okay? We got to do that now because I know this is what y'all been waiting for. Yeah. Charleston White. And everybody running their numbers up. Everybody acting as if they found a golden ticket to being viral. Yeah. Video surfaced of young Charleston White testifying in court. Yeah. Don't know why it's surprising people. The man tagged himself Rat Williams. But we gonna get in to the thick of it. Because again, you cannot keep shifting the finish line. You have to make sure that you're on a steady course, because when you're not on a steady course, when you contradict, when you're hesitant, you lose, right? Bloods, Crips, and Cali, they lose because, again, they pick and choose. They cherry pick the enemy. They cherry pick the enemy. Because if they didn't, and if people was really, really scared and fearful of them, that little black girl wouldn't have got her head smashed in a desk in middle school. It wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have happened. Why? Because it wasn't happening. When they thought black men would make sure that any transgressions against young black girls by a other in a middle school would have been addressed. So I'm telling you that because you're sitting in a space of contradiction, of unsteadiness, and the world is consistently seeing you as weak, our children suffer, our young black women suffer, our elders suffer, because they think ain't nothing gonna happen to you. I'm gonna smash her face into a desk because she ain't got nobody that's gonna do anything about it. With a whole bunch of armed to the teeth, Bloods and Crips all throughout California. She gets her head smashed in the desk while dude is giggling and calling her the N-word. Okay? So this is how everything ties in. I keep telling you, when you're in contradiction, you lose. So now I'm trying to figure out, again, they call this man an agent, a snitch. Everybody's happy. Yo, look. Yeah, look, we got him. He testifying. But from the onset, and I'm telling you, from the first time people sent it to me, and from the first time I started watching the video, I'm looking and I'm seeing, they saying 16-year-old Charleston White testifying. So I said, wow, 16 years old. "16 is young, very young. However, they making it a point to put that age up there, and I had to think, why? Why 16? Because at 16, you should be well seasoned in whatever you're doing, right? They always talk this coming off the porch, being outside, understanding the street codes when you're of a specific age, okay? So they saying 16. I said, damn, that don't sound right. It doesn't, because I know his story. Why? Because I spoke to him several times, because I had an acquaintance with him. Do you understand that? So I know the story. I'm familiar with the story. I researched the story over and over and over again. So when I keep seeing the caption or the tag, and they saying 16 years old, Charleston White testifying, as if is going to make a difference on his positioning. However, when I go back and really start digging, I see not 15 or 16, 14 years old, a boy. Now, because when they're saying a 14-year-old boy, not a man, not a teenager, as they do with us, especially in the media, when they want to demonize, when they want to make sure that people don't have any sympathy or pity for us. They call us men, 17-year-old man. They want to keep that picture. So when they call somebody a 14-year-old boy, now I have to go deeper and I have to dig. 14-year-old boy is sentenced in slaying at a mall. 14. Fort Worth. A 14-year-old Arlington boy accused in the slaying of an Irving man who tried to stop shoplifters at Forum 303 Mall last month was sentenced to no more than 12 years incarceration as part of a plea agreement announced this morning at a juvenile hearing. The teenager, whose name was not made public because he is a minor, agreed to testify against 3 other youths involved in the incident. A minor. They didn't name him. They call him a 14-year-old boy, and the hearing was held after, much time after that. So I've seen him on several spaces and spoke to him, said he was 12. So now, a 12-year-old copping out at 13 years old, 14 when you're sentenced. See, that makes a difference. Maybe not to some, because some are just that stupid. They'll come out there and say, you know, I was doing my thing at 12 and I knew better. This is a 13-year-old facing capital murder in the state of Texas. So I want to get the facts straight. I want you to get the facts straight. So when we go in, we really going in. Because I don't want no confusion about how people bolster their stories and put positioning and seasoning on certain things. Because I want y'all to look at yourselves honestly at 12 and 13 and 14 years old. And I want you to ask yourself, what was you doing at 12 and 13 and 14? I guarantee you none of y'all was facing a capital murder charge. I guarantee you that shit. Let's keep it 1,000. Because there's a lot we can charge him for. Trust and believe over the last year and a half. There's so much shit we could throw at him. Man. Yeah. He could have been canceled for all of that. But since they talking about this video and this testimony, I want to stay there. Okay? 12 and 13. Where was you at 12 and 13? I know most of y'all might have been getting your ass beat because you got a 55 on a test in grade school. I know most of y'all was writing Christmas lists at Christmas with about 40 different things on it. I know that for a fact. I know most of you was still watching Saturday cartoons and couldn't even go outside. So at 12 and 13, when this little man, child, had to figure out whether or not he was going to do life in prison for something that they really didn't know what they were doing? I want you to understand that. 14-year-old boy. Let's go. 3 other boys, right? What is his name? Antoine Dion Doolittle and Anton Quincy Jackson, both 16, and Dwayne Allen Jackson Jr., 15, have been certified to stand trial as adults and are in the county jail. A grand jury has not considered their cases. The 14-year-old agreed to testify about details of the incident if called during trials. Witnesses said the 4 youths took 3 athletic jackets and a baseball cap from the Foot Locker, a sporting goods store at the mall, and were chased from the mall by a store clerk. Levy, a compressor technician, encountered them in the parking lot and tried to persuade them not to leave. He pounded on the windshield of their car and removed their keys and was shot once with a 38 caliber revolver. So as this superhero Ofe is banging on a car at some nervous boys trying to steal jackets, didn't say they was in the street hustling, didn't say they was in the street pimping, didn't say they was in the street banging. Young boys with a mindset of saying that we could get these jackets and this hat, and it turned into a body. The youngest, a boy. Who now we see as this person, this online personality. Definitely the most recognizable, infamous name on social media, in YouTube, on any space. As a grown man, as a father. So they see you in one space, and people believe that they know the story. Nehemiah Washington, much appreciation for funding the war effort and just coming into class. Much appreciation. There's people been in all night just watching. Much appreciation, Nehemiah. Let's continue. Because while y'all showing this video of this boy who never intended to take a life, none of these boys did, who was stealing jackets, wasn't banging in the street. They wasn't going to war over drug blocks. These are rural country boys in a small city, and they catch a body. Now people are putting it on a grown man now. This is a grown man now. With a family, a wife, daughter, kids, and clapping. Yeah, he a snitch. Ken, much appreciation for funding the war effort. Lou Banger, much appreciation for the super chat. Now, what happened in between time when this boy that they didn't name because he was a minor, what happened between that boy testifying in court as a child in an institution where people are telling him, boy, you never going home? Right? I'll tell you what happened. Let's go. Let's go. Because I don't know about other people, but I research more and more. Now, when he did that time, because he got time, it wasn't like he told and went home. No. He told him did time. Remember, we talking about Texas. Remember, we're talking about a body in the commission of a robbery. We're talking about none of these. We talking about states and spaces where we know for a fact they sent 12-year-olds to the electric chair in them southern states in South Carolina and Alabama, Texas, Louisiana. We know for a fact that they got people that's been in jail 40, 50 years since they was boys. Okay, so now, I seen articles because, again, people believe that this man just appeared on social media out of nowhere. But there was a lot of different things that took place from when this boy testified to now. Let me give y'all a piece of one article. Okay? Yeah, because every year from maybe about, maybe from 2013, 2014, 2015, before everybody was on social media, before a lot of y'all was on social media, that was still at work, you still didn't understand the internet. This man was doing a lot of work. So let's get to it. Former hardcore juveniles are trying to make a difference in young lives. Last weekend, I was surrounded by 5 ex-offenders, all admittedly former hardcore juvenile criminals who had been locked up for a total of 70 years among them. Now, this is the picture he wants to paint, but we do know that this Mr. White, Charleston White, wasn't no hardcore juvenile offender. We know that they named him as a boy, a minor, a boy. Okay, a minor. So he wasn't hardcore. But for the fluff of media, we're gonna rock with that. All were arrested as teenagers, 4 for crimes that involved murder, and 4 of them got to know each other when they served time together in Texas Youth Commission detention facility. I was in no danger. These guys, all former gang members, just wanted to talk, and they have a plan for how to help young people stay out of trouble and out of the penitentiary. One of the men, Charleston White, 34, I had profiled in a series of columns in 2003. Those columns told about his leading 3 teenage buddies to an Arlington mall to shoplift athletic jackets when they ran out of the store, chased by a clerk, and later confronted by another man on the parking lot. The teenager waiting in the getaway car clapped and unalived the newlywed Good Samaritan who tried to stop them. White, who was 14 at the time, was sentenced to TYC, where he stayed until just before his 21st birthday. His co-defendants were tried as adults and sentenced to long prison terms. While White was at TYC, his 17-year-old brother was convicted of unaliving and given a 99-year prison term. Today, White is the father of an 8-year-old son and a 3-year-old daughter, and he just completed his first semester at Texas Wesleyan University, majoring in criminal justice. That's okay. Let's stay there. Okay. The other men White introduced were Henry Hughes, 34 years old, recently released after serving 20 years. He committed the crime when he was 13, and he was not the shooter. Donnell Rome, 34. He was 14 when he was involved in a Grand Prairie robbery in 1993, in which his co-actor clapped and unalived a man. He was sentenced to 35 years, but was released after 5 because he was young. Miguel Mole, 40. He served his full 19-year sentence for robbery and aggravated robbery. Anthony Dewberry was 15 when a friend got into an altercation in a club and was hit in the neck with a gun outside. Dewberry, now 34, clapped his friend's assailant. He was sentenced to 28 years in prison and released on parole in 2010 after serving 19 years. White, who proudly finished the semester last week with 2 A's and a B, said that during the early 1990s, many young black men with no fathers in their lives, a lack of positive role models, and negative peer influences were committed heinous offenses. He said, I spent 19 years, 2 months, and 6 days of my life over some chump change, said one of the brothers, who graduated with honors from Tarrant County College and is enrolled at Westland with White. When asked why he committed the crime, Mole said, I wasn't thinking. Stupid, greedy, my decision-making process was not developed. Okay? These were all kids, 14. None well-seasoned in the street. None really having knowledge of street codes. Barely even understanding English and walking good. So I want y'all to understand that. Okay? Because this is who you're looking at when you're looking at somebody testifying in court. Now, you're going to have some hardened individuals saying that there ain't no excuse. A rat is a rat, a snitch is a snitch. However, we already told you, Mr. Charleston White tagged his name Rat Williams and consistently throws it in your face that he won't tell. He dresses up like law enforcement and he has consistently shown you that. Now, that's who he is. That's who he's portraying to be. But how did he get there? How? How did he get into the space where you're seeing him now every day, all day? Okay? Let's continue with this almost 20-year-old article. These men want to be examples for others, hoping to make a difference now that they're out of prison. Dewberry is an electrician at an area hospital, and Rome works in construction. Now, if y'all follow Charleston as much as y'all claim to, as much as he's on it, you know Dewberry's right there with him. So I want you to make sure you understand that Dewberry has been with him ever since they got out, and Dewberry hasn't been back. And that's his right hand. So we know that at least 2 men are out of jail from this experience when they were kids. Okay? Let's continue. My message is to help out the youth, to show them there's a different way, Dewberry said. They glamorize our lives and they don't have the knowledge of the institutions. The men want to do what White has been trying to do for a while. They like to go to schools, institutions, and groups and talk to youngsters about the real effects of gangster life to provide a contrast to what young people see in movies and on television or hear about in rap songs. These men realize that with their background, some organizations may not want them, but White Charleston White has drafted a letter to a juvenile court judge and contacted the offices of State Senators John Whitmire and Royce West, the Texas Juvenile Justice Department, and Getting State School. If they can reach 5 out of 20 kids, they'd count it as a success. And White believes they might be able to prevent other incidents like that one recently where a group of young boys in Dallas unalived another one by pushing him in front of a DART train. These men want to help. Since then, he has spoke to thousands of children in programs, in institutions, and in schools. Him, Dewberry, and the others established a nonprofit where they consistently help keep little black boys and girls out of jail in Texas. Okay? Consistently. Before blew up on social media. This video you see him testifying in, I want y'all to see that there's also video of him testifying in front of city councils, state legislators, and calling them ofays in their face and saying that y'all not doing enough for our people. But he wasn't viral then. He wasn't who he was then. He had funny overalls, hat, still trying to figure out and navigate his way around and show and highlight the work that he's been doing since he was released from that case. Consistently. Nobody knew of him, but others in that space. And all of the newspapers, because he's been in newspapers since. They've been looking at this boy since he caught that case. In order for him to get out, they advocated for him. Okay? Sheriffs advocated for him. Officers in the jail advocated for him. He went to college. He did all this work. And since then has been moving and giving back. None of that went viral. The minute he put on this act and became Rat Williams, became this Charleston White figure that y'all seeing, now he's viral. Now that he's a fool, now that he's a clown, he's viral. And because he became a fool, because he became a clown, and because he became viral, he's also became really, really rich. Okay? Really rich. Now, this is the dilemma. This is where we have to try to get a firm understanding of where we need to be when it comes to snitching, when it comes to community work, when it comes to black people trying to cancel and move each other out and around, when we don't have a collective goal to accomplish. We seeing black people, we seeing gang members, we seeing rappers who are gang members still getting plucked up out of their hood. Grammy winners and all, like getting plucked out of their hood. We seeing athletes trying to be gang members and rappers getting plucked out of their hood, losing sports contracts, ending up in jail. We seen some clap themselves in a club. We seen all of that. You understand? Now here we get an individual that made an attempt to give back to the community, to right his wrongs, and get no notoriety for it. All of a sudden, technology gets to where it is. He goes viral. He puts on an act. He's consistently pushing the envelope and still working from time to time at that other capacity. Now, have I critiqued him consistently? Consistently. Because I don't understand the clown shit. And I will never fold. That's just it. I'm not doing it. So therefore, I cannot bring any value to the character of a Rat Williams. I cannot bring any value. I can only stop the bag because I'm not a jokester. I'm not a clown. I'm going to get the work done without the theatrics and maybe without the support and without the bag. That's just what it is. Okay? But if you seen somebody year after year, meeting after meeting, program after program, child after child, consistently making an attempt to be heard, and no one hears you, and the minute you do some clown shit, the minute you say that you are a cop, the minute that you say you're a lock-up gang members, the minute you start performing, playing with your genitals in front of TV, the minute you do that, you get the attention of the world. Hey, that's on you. I don't know what that does to somebody. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is that there's a lot of people who have testified. There's a lot of people who have ratted. And y'all let them live. Y'all let them live. Y'all act like they didn't do it. Y'all sit there and act like y'all don't know that Al Sharpton, the good Rev, the old shrunken body, big head dude, ain't a rat. Didn't testify. Didn't, excuse me, didn't wear wires. Y'all act like Al Sharpton didn't try to get a solder back here for the feds. And y'all praise this meatball. Y'all still to this day try to do boycotts at his calling. Rat testified. So we're gonna point fingers at Charleston White. Somebody who says he's a rat, who says he's gonna tell, who says he hates what's going on in the black community, and he's gonna stop it. But y'all don't hate Al Sharpton, who was cloaked in a reverend, a church, getting tithes and working for the feds. That doesn't move y'all. That doesn't move y'all? To say, yo, hold up. Okay, well, maybe y'all don't care. Maybe Al Sharpton has never been hip-hop. Maybe y'all never seen him. Do you understand? Maybe y'all never seen him switch and snitch. You did? Huh? Right? This is what y'all saying. That we gonna do that because, oh, well, Al gets a pass because he was never down anyway. Okay. Lil Sneeze, excuse me, see me. This is where it's at. Lil C's snitched. He's a rat. He testified on Lil Kim. But yet, he's everywhere. He's everywhere. He's at every Biggie event. He just went to Biggie Mama funeral. He's all over. He's a rat. He told. But he okay. That's good. Help me out. Help me out. What? He didn't rat? Do we got to go to the paper? Let's go to the work. This was his quote. She wasn't in a situation for me to say something that would send her away. Maybe the people around her made it look that way, or she felt that way because of the situation she was in. But I just felt like it was a situation where she could have done things to change things and she didn't. But it was nothing that nobody said on my end as far as anybody, not just me, but anybody from the Mafia. Nobody said nothing that sent her away. I think no matter how her situation would have went down, she would have still went away for the things she lied about. There's nothing that we discriminated on. One, you shouldn't have said shit. If there's nothing that you said that could have sent her away, then that means you could have testified for her. Right? Right? If it's nothing that you could have said or did say to put her away, then there was nothing that you could have said that helped her. So then you shouldn't have said shit. Should have pled the fifth. Right? Because pleading the fifth isn't new. It ain't new. Okay, like Gunna and all of them, that ain't new. That's been around for a long time. So you didn't have to say shit. But you went and testified. And for what? I don't even think you had a charge. But you went and ratted. But y'all let him live. Right? That was his excuse on one accord. That was his excuse on one accord. Let's go back. Back in 2005, Lil C's took the stand and testified against Lil Kim in her perjury trial that eventually led to her spending a year and a day in prison. But he maintains that he never snitched on his former ally. During an interview with ThisIs50.com, Caesar Leo said that he never said anything that led to her guilty verdict and that he was a victim of media manipulation. That means somebody in the media told you to testify. I mean, you ain't had no street code. You was a grown-ass man. But y'all want to charge Charleston, a 13-year-old, 14-year-old boy, for telling. Right? Let's continue. This is what he said. The way the media made it, they made it seem like it was something more than what it was. It wasn't that much of a thing. You walking into a courtroom and testifying isn't a thing. Okay. Just the fact that I was on the stand, it made it look funny. It didn't make it look funny. How did it look funny? It was funny. Let's continue. In public, it's public records. It's paperwork. I can't hide my government name. I put out albums before. My name is James Lloyd. If you go down to Federal Plaza, you can see, you can get a case number. You can buy the paperwork and see what I actually said. You shouldn't have said shit according to the street. According to what y'all trying to charge a 14-year-old boy with. Okay? Okay, do y'all get that? Simple as that. That's what y'all consider the code. You don't tell. You Not a statement, nothing. This is what y'all say, right? This man walked in the courtroom and testified. Let's continue. When C's testified against Kim 14 years ago, he explained how he felt, like he had no other option. That, to me, saying they made you an offer you couldn't refuse if you had no option. You got an option. Shut your mouth. That's the option. Grown-ass man. Okay? Let's continue. Let's continue. Okay? No, stall them out. See, Bliz, stall them out. Because we're going to get to that. We're gonna go on over there. Hear that? Nah. See how they want to shift the finish line? Let's continue. In a 2005 article published by MTV, he admitted that there was bad blood brewing between them at the time and noted the U.S. government required him to appear in court. Bad blood brewing. Bad blood brewing between them. Me and Kim, his words, wasn't on good terms for the moment. And she made it clear to the world that she didn't want to have anything to do with me and my peoples, he said. So if she don't want nothing to do with you and your peoples, you fall all the way back. What could the government say to you to make you testify? What? Fall back. Y'all got bad blood, fall back. If y'all got bad blood, why? And you couldn't help her, would you go there? That's a rat. That's a snitch. That's testifying. Let's continue. So she wasn't trying to call us to her defense. Being that we was witnesses there, the U.S. government subpoenaed us, and there's nothing you can do about that, which is true. You scared of the government, they subpoena you, you go through, I plead the fifth. You ain't charged with nothing. Right? Right? You ain't charged with nothing. What are you talking for? You plead the fifth. You testifying for what? For what? Huh? Yeah. Yeah, see, Bliz? Nah, let them sit. Because again, they want to shift the goalpost. We're not doing that. No. Because now, again, you're looking in this day and time. And when you got a 14-year-old, or multiple 13 and 14-year-olds facing capital murder charges, and now y'all looking and saying, yo, they should have kept it real as kids. So this grown-ass man should have kept it real, right? Right? Yeah, okay. Let's continue. Lil Kim's fans are burning up the web, threatening turncoat members of her junior Mafia posse for betraying their beloved Queen B. Okay? Yeah. This is what they was doing early on. Okay? The rap world is abuzz that rapper Lil C's ratted out his former partner Lil Kim during her perjury trial in Manhattan federal court last week. And today, another junior Mafia hip-hop performer, former Kim friend Antoine Banger Spain, is expected to take the stand today to dispute her version of events regarding a shooting outside of Hot 97. Okay? Right? Rapper Capone and former Junior Mafia member Lil C's testified in court yesterday against Lil Kim in retaliation to the 2001 clap out outside Hot 97. What's up? Y'all not, Capone ain't no rat? Capone ain't no rat. Also testifying Thursday against Lil Kim was Capone, whose real name is Karim Holly. Capone had been at Hot 97 for a separate appearance. Capone told jurors that when he arrived at the station to promote his rap group, Kim and her entourage was leaving the building. Some guy came up and said, "You got a problem with Kim?" Capone testified. I said, "Nah, I ain't got no problem with Kim." Capone said he ran to a subway station and never called the police after gunfire erupted. One of his associates was wounded when shots rang out. Capone also testified that he and Kim were discovered by Big, Notorious Big, but that he never joined Biggie's Brooklyn-based entourage because of his lineage to Queens. What are we doing with this? Now, what are we doing with this? Are we not running this through? Are they going to be viral now? Are they going to have to answer for that? What's the excuse? What's the excuse? These were men. Man, Capone was seasoned. Seasoned. He already did bids. He was seasoned. He know the rules. So what's up? What's up? And then none of them, C's ain't never got no nonprofit that I seen talking to no kids about nothing. At all. I seen Brigade activities. I seen Lil C shaking his naked self, his manhood in front of a group, a whole studio full of people. I seen him do that. I never seen him do nothing. Talking to kids, no nonprofits, no none of that. So they get passes. But this man who's worked tirelessly in the community, receipts, and told you to this day, he told y'all today, yeah, March 15th going on, well, 16th now, 2025, that he's telling police that he's a rat. That I don't care nothing about street codes. If you out of pocket and you hurting somebody in the community, you going to jail. That's what he says on the regular. He done called parole and probation officers on people. Y'all seen it. And now y'all got a video of him as a kid testifying and this, ooh, he a rat? Make up your mind. Make up your mind. That's just a small dose. It's a lot of New York dudes that's straight rats. Y'all let them live. Y'all let them pop bottles around y'all. Y'all let them front. Y'all let them do some outlandish shit in town. So, where we going? How do we get some clarity? How do we begin to sit in spaces where we can set a new way of being? Okay? Because you can't have this wishy-washy back and forth shit. That's why you never gain ground. We go nowhere. None. So if we are to excuse Lil C's, Capone, who else? Sweet Tea, it's a whole bunch of people. If we're going to excuse all of them for their indiscretions, The new ASAP boy that just told on Rocky and Cali and all this other weirdness that's going on. If you're going to excuse all them, you damn sure got to give a pass to this man here. Yeah. That only makes sense. That only makes sense. Am I going to give him any type of pass for the bullshit that he does, for the clowning that he does, for the police engagement? No, because I don't do that at all. If anything that I am a stickler for is staying away from these institutions and anything that has anything to do with putting somebody behind bars. Because if we're going to move as the Lincoln Heights, Ohio people are moving, then we should have our own court, juries, and executioners. Not get them over to the OFE. But y'all gotta make up your mind. Can't have it both ways. Okay? You can't have it both ways. You can't get them dudes a pass at all. Not by y'all standards. They told. They testified. On record. With statements. How are they all good in the hood now? Tell me that. They did it once, they do it again. They did it once, they do it again. So where we at with it? If you don't set strict guidelines, values, codes, morals, ways of being strict, that don't bend, you're gonna have bullshit all day. You're not gonna get anywhere. You're not gonna gain anything. So where are black men sitting when it comes to this? Let me know. Let me know, because I'm not playing with this shit. This is where we get learned up. What are we gonna do? Either snitching and ratting to white folk is okay, and that's it, everybody do it, or it's not. Or it's not. Wow with it. Y'all wow with it. Y'all wow with it. Ghetto time. Let's go. Now, I don't know this young woman at all. Don't know her. No name, no tag. However, again, people in class sent it to me. So we have to speak because this type of mentality is flourishing, is running through the minds of many a black woman. And it has to stop. There's a woman that just put out a video, or maybe is just reaching me through y'all, was saying that she is so pretty. Damn it, she is pretty, and men who she's around, they just not used to being around a pretty chick that gets so much attention. Why you think I get so much attention? Because I'm so pretty. But I'm so pretty that I got 7 kids by 4 baby fathers. 4 baby fathers, 7 kids. So I'm going to get a lot of attention. You got to get used to it. And my kids ain't wanting for nothing because I get 20, 100. In EBT, goddamn it, I got the full stamp black card in my pocket. My kids ain't wanting for nothing because I'm so pretty. And I was utterly confused. Pretty where? Pretty where? So you believe that you got 7 kids because you pretty. Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Somebody done told you wrong. Nah. Nah, shorty with them eyelashes and all that like that. Nah. That's not pretty. Because I'm trying to figure this shit out. For baby fathers, where they at to talk about how pretty you are? Where they at? Guarantee you ain't a doctor in the bunch. I guarantee you ain't an engineer in the bunch. Guarantee you that. Two of them probably up north somewhere. Yeah, one of them probably driving trucks for his uncle and the other one sipping on syrup somewhere sucking his damn thumb. I guarantee you that shit. You ain't got no doctor in the bunch. You ain't even got one of these silly ass athlete dudes in the bunch. Near no rapper, nothing. 4 kids, fathers, cause you pretty. 7 babies, 7 chilling. And they all getting free cheese, cause that's what EBT is. When you run out of the 2,100 for the month, you with the free cheese people. So you pretty and feeding your kids cheese. Got to be. Because again, women are under the misconception that because somebody wants to lay you down, that you fine, that you in style. But where are these men? What are the quality of these 4 young men? I would love to see them. Please, somebody tag Shorty. And please have her do an IG live, a Twitter live, a Facebook live with all 4 of these men. Got to see them. Got to see who thinks you pretty. Got to see if they even agree with that. Damn it, are they even in the town? Yeah. Yeah. The only attention you getting is because dudes know that they could, yeah, get a little bit of them grippers. Yeah. Yeah, that's the attention. It's not that, because when you're that active and when you move a certain way and you posture a certain way, men sense that. That comes off in your scent, off your skin. Men can smell highly active women. Just like they can smell women who are not active. All that, when you run around celibate and all that shit is on you. It's in your skin. It's a buildup. We are no different than any other animals out. We deal with our senses. Smell, sight, taste. You can see that. We see when somebody is highly active. We see somebody giving them grippers up. Men see that. Men can sense when somebody's not giving grippers up. You can smell it. So you being pretty in your mind is a result of people willing to lay you down, or you being a little bit easier to lay down than the rest. That's how you got 7 kids, sweetie. Not because you was pretty, because you're not that pretty. You're not. And that's in all seriousness. Because if you think you're pretty, what about all of the people that society has been deeming pretty and propping them up? They don't have 7 kids by 4 baby fathers. No. And they're so pretty that they're on magazines. That they are doing TV, doing movies. Shit, on the news. They're weather girls and the such. You got an EBT card. So that means the quality of men who believe you're pretty, right here. Yeah, so you need to stop that. I don't know if you was doing it for clout. I don't know if you were trying to go viral. But 7 kids from 4 different men has nothing to do with your looks. It's not a skill. Women, it is not a skill to get some man or any man to lay with you. That ain't a skill. Men are visual. Yeah. Get them hard, they gonna hit anybody. They gonna hit big Lizzo, small Lizzo. Shit, Precious got 2 kids. Yes. What's her name? Gabby, say her name. She got kids. She's a dime? No, I'm asking. No, seriously. I'm not slighting nobody. She's a dime. She got kids. Kids don't make you pretty. They don't mean you pretty. And by you saying you got 2,100 in EBT, damn, monthly, shit, that's a flex? Nah, somebody need to get your sister or cousin, get her off of the damn, get her off social media, man. Get off social media. And any one of y'all young girls that think like that, get off social media. Okay? Yeah. Matter of fact, where the kids at? So you want to flex like that. Where the kids at? And not near none of them better have no snotty nose. Not near none of them better not have no peasy hair. They all better have fresh ones and all that. Shape ups, everything. Since you talking, I'm so pretty. Get your ass out of here. And listen, before we leave, because damn it, it's 1 o'clock, man. It's 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. Again, see, Bliz, make sure they funding the war effort. Because we be giving it up. Before we go, I really didn't want to go here. You understand? But we got to. Claressa Shields, again, viral again. This time, she ain't going to war in the ring. She ain't going to war with Remy Ma. She going to war with the Redbones. Yeah. Oh, man. Claressa Shields said the Redbones are light-skinned gals, light-skinned Keishas and the such. Coming for her all the time. They the ones that's always giving her fever. Yeah, on social media. She said the light-skinned girls be hating. Oh, man. Damn. Now listen. I, for one, have dealt with colorism. Yeah. I know what she's feeling. Yeah. I was never the fine one. Nah, damn it, never. Never in elementary school, never in middle school, none of that. Not even in high school. Damn it, I wasn't cute till Ricky, Bobby, and Mike, and Johnny, and all them niggas was singing. They ain't give black, dark-skinned dudes no love. Not when Wesley came out, nothing. It wasn't until Bobby Brown Prerogative came out. Damn it. All the little wavy hair dudes was getting all the love. Niggas with waves and sheepskins and all that shit. They was automatically. Yeah, they was it. So I understand that, but they never gave me fever. You know, I guess because men is men, we don't operate like that. You know, because we'll punch somebody in the mouth. I ain't gonna keep being too many black crispy critters and all that. Nah, you gonna get punched in your mouth. We ain't gonna keep them jokes running. But I understand it. We're in a world where if you're not a certain shade, then they bother you. So now that, you know, she is, you know, the world's women's champion, and she's on social media, and she's in the controversy, of course, you're going to have a few that may come out at her. So she was on her live the other day, calling it out. She said, I always get fever from these light-skinned girls. Light-skinned girls be hating. And then she addressed somebody who said she was ugly. And for one, for her being in the sport, her chosen profession, you know, she damn sure far from ugly. No. Even when we first was watching her. I've been watching her since the amateurs coming through. And she definitely ain't ugly. They try to come at her for a jawline, all type of weirdness like people do. You know, the trolls that have nothing positive to say, nothing progressive to say. You know, and I guess she handled it well. But she's definitely going to get flack from it because this is who we are as a people. This is how we allow massive games to separate us, right? Paper bag, brown test, and all that other weirdness. You know, Smokey Robinson and all that type of shit. Yeah, all that shit. You dig? This is the games that people play. And for women, it stings a little bit more because why? Because as a woman, you know, society is always pushed, you know, for attractiveness, beauty. So if you're not fitting in a certain fold, you're going to feel it. Just like with men. Men are supposed to be active. They're supposed to be strong. If you're not a strong guy, if you're not built a certain way, you're going to be considered weak and you get ostracized for that. For women, it's their looks, it's their appearance. But one thing you could never, ever say about that girl is that she's ugly. Okay? That's just not gonna fly. And everything light skin definitely isn't pretty at all. And I've been an advocate to point at that shit out because all them dudes that they thought was flying light skin back in the days wasn't the most attractive looking dudes. And the women ain't. Because goddamn it, Tiny is light skinned as a mom. And that shit don't look attractive at all. Whether it's fat, tiny, slim, tiny, diaper butt, tiny, no diaper butt, tiny, young, tiny, that ain't at all. Yeah. I'm just saying. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's proof. It is. It is. I never thought a majority of them in the entertainment business because they were like with all that. A lot of them was, yeah. A lot of them was hurting, but they would push through, whether it's because of their acting ability or their singing ability. You dig? They was some homely people, but people pushed them through due to colorism. And it's for real. It is what it is. So we're going to stop that. And we need to stop that. Everybody has a little something that's attractive to somebody in some weird way. If we are all humble and deal with humility and really push to be better for and towards others, then you ain't got to worry about your looks. All you got to do is just keep your ass clean. You dig? And not be smelly when you coming around folk. But man, it is what it is. Women should be very more embracive of each other than to start, trying to pull layers back because of their looks. Cut it out. Because we could do that to anybody. I could rip apart a whole lot, and I do that all day. I'm quick to tell a woman, you ain't cute. You ain't that cute. Trust and believe. You ain't that. And I'll pop your motherfucking balloon. Get the hell out of here. Somebody else. Your mama told you that. Your grandmama told you that. You know, he ain't cute to me. Shh. So, may Claressa never get caught up into what people consider her attractiveness. May she not be a victim like Serena. May she not be a victim like all the rest of them going up under the knife trying to change themselves or do all type of weird shit. Claressa, you definitely something to work with. Definitely. And on that note, I got to get out of here. It's 1 o'clock, man. It's 1 o'clock. See Bliz in my classroom assistants. Much appreciation for holding it down as always. As always. Okay? Much appreciation. To those who funded the war effort, we appreciate you. We see you. To those who didn't, y'all know what it is. Excuse me. To all the trolls, keep coming back. Y'all get ghetto, we get ghetto with you. Yeah, we could do it too. We ain't gonna always be extra conscious and woke and prime and articulate. Bitch, we gonna drink from the big cup and all that weird shit. When it's time to talk directly, we gonna talk directly and straighten some shit out, because it has to be. So to those who funded the war effort, much appreciation. There's a war going on outside. All my truckers, be safe. Blow your horns, truckers. If you got caught shit in your eye, don't drive. Pull over to the side. And stay away from them rest stop thoughts. Don't let them in your cab. Don't let them in your cabin. You dig what I'm saying? Pull over, damn it. Get you some sleep and get to your next destination. My educators, my teachers, y'all keep teaching. Teach them badass kids. Let them know that they need proper instruction. Marshy, keep making up them goddamn faces, girl. Makeup artist extraordinaire. Yeah. Make them look good even though you ain't touching their hair. Yeah, keep making them up. See, Bliz, you do what you do. We gonna see you when we see you. Molly, again, happy belated birthday. We know you celebrated. You did your thing. You did. Drop your music. Who else is up in here? Everybody else up in here. Kenny, Unholy Grail, Justin, we see all y'all up in here. Sierra, we see you. Yeah, everybody up in here. Andrea, we see you. Everybody up in here. Who else? Who else? Yeah, we got some new people in here. All y'all new subscribers, what's going on? We see y'all. Much appreciation. Bring a friend next time, damn it. And fund the war effort. Remember, if y'all need y'all sessions, get y'all sessions in. Frankie, I see you East New Yorkers in the building. Okay? Okay, if you need your sessions, get your sessions. Don't play. Your ass get locked up. It's too late. It's too late. Okay? Versace Broccoli, we see you. What else? Guard your minds, I'm telling you. Guard your minds. We gotta start being straight. Straight. No more gray areas. When you have gray areas, it's confusion. Ain't none of that gray area shit. Rats is rats, and there ain't no excuse in none of that shit. Shut your mouth. Straight up. Straight up, that's it. What? So guard your minds, man. They playing a lot of games. Don't believe in me, believe in my belief in you. Come back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. We're going to see y'all soon. Again, much appreciation for funding the war effort. If you need services, don't play. Get your services in, because I'm telling you, it's going to get weird in a little while. And y'all be bumping your heads up off the walls and all type of shit, spinning and don't get help. Get some help. Get some help. All right? I ain't see a lot of people. A lot of people miss class tonight. Yeah, a lot of people miss class. There's gonna be a lot of 55s tomorrow. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I see a lot of people missing. Oh man. Peace. Yo, 55 gang, get y'all grades up.